Welcome back, everyone, to the League of Cinephiles. I am the creator and the CEO of the league, Alex Helmer, bringing you a very special announcement. Now, before we get to the match we have on store tonight, like I said, I have some really fun, exciting things to tell you all today about some exclusive content the league will be bringing you very soon. Now, as you know, the league is lucky enough to be heading to the Toronto International Film Festival this year to be bringing you not just exclusive movie content from the movies we're going to be lucky enough to see at the festival. Check out our Instagram to see what movies we're going to be seeing there. But we will be bringing you, and I'm very excited to be announcing this, our first ever in-person matches live from Toronto and Ontario, Canada. Now, if you're familiar with the match format within the league, specifically for movie trivia, picture all that, but in person. Several of our members, like I said, will be heading to TIFF this year, and you will see those members compete in person at a venue that we have with all the things you see in our regular matches, you know, all the great movie trivia, all the great banter, all the great sauce, everything you see in our matches that we usually stream from all different locations around the world will be in person, as the league will be together for the first time ever. Now, for the first time, we are able to reveal to you the match card that we have for this TIFF event. Here we go. First up, we have a singles exhibition match between Dev the Conqueror of the Cinephiles in Paradise and Tristan the French-Canadian French of the Hungry Bogarts. Next up, we have a number one contenders match between Tyler Bannock of the Cinephiles in Paradise and Kurt Morrison, the MJF of the LOC, in a number one contenders match. Now, of course, this match has been brewing for a long time, and we're finally very excited to be bringing to you maybe the most anticipated in the league's history, as former teammates Alex Helmer of the Wolfpack and Gal Balaban of the Five Angry Men face off for the first time ever in a number one contenders match. And then the finale, the main event of this TIFF match card, of this giant event we're going to be bringing you, is, of course, the singles champion, Hunter, the Ace of Spades Friesen, defending his title against whoever wins in the previous matchup between myself and Gal Balaban. Now, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all are very psyched and excited for all the content that we have in store for you guys from the festival, including this amazing match card. I cannot emphasize how excited myself and the rest of the league is for these upcoming matches. They're not just going to be fun, they're not just going to be exciting, but it brings a new whole level to the game that we have never even seen before, and we've only dreamed of doing, and now we're going to get the chance from Toronto. Now, if you want to meet up with several members of the league who are going to be in the festival, just feel free to message us at League of Cinephiles on Instagram. Let's get back to the match. Thank you very much. See you soon. Welcome to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. Uno, dos, tres, wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. I'm your co-host. My name is Ryan Cam, and I am joined by Commissioner Luke. Luke, how you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic today, ready for another match. Finally, back to the regular season when we've had so many tight tournament matches recently.
Yes, we've definitely been in the thick of the duos tournament, but now we're back to singles competition, and one competitor making his singles debut and one making a return to singles competition. Tonight on the menu, we have Ryan, the Carmel Mountain Payne, taking on Notorious. Now, Luke, this is an interesting matchup. We've got veterans in other places, but rookies here, if that makes any sense at all.
Absolutely. They have much experience in other leagues, fan leagues and such, but have they really been tested in our format with our questions? You know, people come in here and they're shocked by the difficulty of our questions, so we put them to the test.
It will certainly be interesting to see. Let's talk about Ryan the Caramel Mountain Payne representing the Kitchen, making his singles debut. He's been in duos, but he is making his singles debut tonight representing the Kitchen. And I think and according to his strengths here, if he gets either action adventure or comic book movies, I think he might run away with this whole thing.
Yes, he's in maybe some action and franchises that other people aren't so familiar with. He has that strength. So if he gets a lucky wheel round, he could really make the difference there.
Yes, and let's talk about his opponent, Notorious. He's been here before. He is 1-0 in singles, representing the Wolfpack. And it's looking like if he lands somewhere in the 90s or perhaps even sports movies, it's looking like he's got a solid shot at this.
Well, if Jamaica can send a bobsled team to the Olympics, I'm sure Notorious can do some damage. But he's going to have to do better in that first round, I think, if he wants to really compete.
Absolutely. And in terms of faction-wise, I mean, the Five Angry Men have just jumped into number 2. They are inching up on the commission with just fire in their eyes after a humongous duos win. But this is a matter between the Wolfpack and the Kitchen. This is a crucial win for both factions. Each faction desperately needs something to launch them up the standings, and I think this could be the linchpin to get some kind of momentum going.
Absolutely. That third place is very much up for grabs with the right momentum. Who knows?
All right, Luke, well, I think the time for talk is over. Let's bring the competitors out.
Let's do that.
Introducing first, representing the Kitchen, making his singles debut, Ryan the Caramel Mountain Payne. Ryan, how you doing?
Doing very good, Ryan, actually. It felt like it'd been an eternity since I got drafted and was just waiting in the shadows for my singles match, but now it's happening, and I have not been, sitting idly by twiddling my thumbs. I have been practicing. I have been, playing in a couple of other leagues to keep myself at least sharp, but yeah, if anything, for my duos match has taught me that this is definitely a different beast. It's a different format, so I've been keeping my eye very closely on this league, watching matches, just so I can be hey, I'm going to get thrown off. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to say I'm prepared for everything. You're going to throw a question that could really make me feel like I'm a third grader. So I'm just looking to play, hopefully get some points for my faction, and then hopefully start a momentum where I can challenge for the singles title.
Indeed. Well, speaking of which, let us bring out your opponent. And his opponent, representing the Wolfpack, with a singles record of 1 win and no defeats, Notorious. Notorious, how you doing, good sir?
Good, man. Happy to be here. Happy to get another match. And kind of what Ryan was saying about the nerves. You're doing what you want to be doing. If you're still nervous, that's a good thing. That means you're still liking what you do. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be one of those things where it's like, hopefully I can replicate that first match, and hopefully just try to get in the driver's seat there on my way to a singles title.
Well, in the words of Michael P.S. Hayes, if you ain't feeling this, you ain't feeling nothing. Well, Luke, I think it's time to bring up round 1. Let's discuss round 1, shall we?
Round 1. The most simple round, 8 questions in round 1, 15 seconds for each question. Competitors must write down answers legibly and completely. 1 point for each correct answer. Competitors have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use over the course of the match. If a competitor goes perfect in the first round, they will get the honorary Helmer bonus question for a potential 9th point.
This goes out to both competitors. We must see hands. I normally wouldn't bring it up, but I mean, we've had to be more reticent of every competitor's hands due to recent events. So just a heads up on that. And also legibility. Legibility is very important, just so you all know. With that out of the way, Notorious, are you ready?
Ready to roll.
Ryan, are you ready?
Lock and loaded.
Then let's get ready to clash. All right, Luke, take us away with question number 1.
Question number 1. Who directed the films Larry Crown and That Thing You Do. I always thought a silly title, that one.
Three, two, one. Pens down.
Let's go to
go to
Ryan.
Notorious
Tom Hanks.
and Ryan.
I also had Tom Hanks.
All right, and both competitors are on the board. It was indeed Tom Hanks. Question number 2. What disco song is playing during the dance sequence in Airplane?
I
Surely
do
you
enjoy
can't-
this movie.
Surely you can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious
Disco Inferno.
and Ryan.
I said Staying Alive.
Only one of you got it, and it was Ryan. We officially have first blood. It was indeed Staying Alive.
Nice.
Question number 3.
Who stars as the titular character in Speed?
Racer.
Speed Racer, even. Sorry. Speed Racer, definitely.
Not the 90s movie. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious.
Emil Hirsch.
And Ryan.
Emil Hirsch.
And that is correct. Our score is 3-2. Question number 4. What is the name of the fictional island where Jurassic Park is set?
I love a good location question.
Don't we all? Don't we all? 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious
Is it Nublar Island?
and Ryan.
Yeah, I wrote Isla Nublar. I was going off audio in my head.
The correct answer is Isla Nublar, so we can only accept Ryan's answer on that one. Ryan takes a 2-point lead. Going into question number 5.
Still a perfect score for Ryan. What 1970s Jodie
I'm-
Foster film was remade with Lindsay Lohan in the lead role?
We were both so excited to ask this one.
So it is with every question.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious
Freaky Friday?
and Ryan.
Freaky Friday.
It is indeed Freaky Friday. Still a 2-point game. Going into question number 6. What 2010s movie was the most recent in which Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger starred in together? Sly and Arnie. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious
Escape Plan?
and Ryan.
I thought the same thing, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I'm going to be pissed too, yeah.
Unfortunately, you are both incorrect. We were looking for the Expendables 3.
All right.
Oh,
3.
I thought.
Unfortunately, there goes Ryan's chance for the
That's
perfect
what
round.
I thought the same thing, right?
Oh.
Same thing.
Question number 7.
A young woman grieving the loss of her mother, a scream queen from the 1980s, finds herself pulled into the world of her mom's most famous movie. Reunited, the woman must fight off the film's maniacal killer.
Is there a question?
That was the question.
That is the question.
What
Sounds
movie
like more of
is
a statement?
what-
I'm scared.
what what movie is this?
3, 2,
Repeat
1.
the question.
Repeat.
That is a repeat. Ryan has 2 repeats left. Three, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious
I got nothing.
And Ryan.
I was between two films, so I just wrote The Final Girls. I don't know if it's a film or not.
And The Final Girls is correct. Ryan
Nice.
takes a 3-point lead.
Nice.
So that
play.
is the film. That is a film. Okay.
Believe it or not, the question was actually longer, but the banner only takes 200 characters, so we had to shorten it a little.
So for your 8th and final question, it is thus. What famous novel has been turned into a big screen adaptations in 1963 and 1990?
I have read this one.
Wanted
I've seen
to
the
read it,
movies.
just have not had the chance to. 3, 2,
I'm gonna repeat.
1. That is a repeat on behalf of Notorious. Notorious has 2 left. Three, 2, 1. Pens down. Notorious.
I just put Call of the Wild. I have no idea.
And Ryan?
I wrote War and Peace.
Unfortunately, neither of you were correct. We were looking for Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies. And with that, at the end of round 1, Luke, what is our score?
Our score is 6-3. Still a close game.
Very close. And
In
anything
favor of
can happen.
Ryan, of course.
Anything can happen in the remainder of this game. And let us go now into round 2. Luke, why don't you tell them all about it?
Round 2, the picture round. Each player must identify the name of the actor from the picture provided. There will be 3 pictures for each player. Each question is worth the number of points it is in the sequence from 1 to 3 for each player. Now, Ryan, as you are in the lead, would you like to go first or defer to your opponent?
Honestly, this round can be head scratcher, so I'm just gonna go first.
Okay. Let's bring up the slides. Oh, there you go. Question 1.
Toward D? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my. I believe the actor
3,
is Jared
2,
Hess.
1.
Could you repeat
Jared
the last
Hess.
name?
Jared Hess.
Fortunately, that is not correct. We're looking for Jared Harris. So, it's
Is
close.
it?
Indeed. Anyway, on to Notorious.
Did you want to challenge?
What?
Did you want to challenge?
I mean, I kind of do. I mean, I'm going over it because I know I recognize his face from Mad Men and also from a few films, and from I've always heard in interviews as Jared Hess. Wait,
All right, so it's a formal challenge.
wait. Actually, no, I'm gonna rescind it. If it every part of me wants to challenge, but I'm honestly completely not really sure. So I'll rescind it. No.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, on to Notorious's 1-point actor.
Oh, that's Brent Spiner.
Brent Spiner. It's incorrect. That is, in fact, Charles Dance.
Oh,
Which
looks
is
like
Tywin Lannister himself.
looks a little bit like him.
Yeah, he has the same hairline.
With the face, a little bit with the face too, man. That's why I was like, oh.
Well, blanks in the first round, but maybe they can get them done in the second round. On to Ryan's 2-point actor.
Oh, Ray Winstone.
Ray Winstone is correct for the 2 points.
I'm so used to
Ryan.
seeing him with a beard nowadays. It's like
On the board in the picture round. On to the 2-pointer for Notorious.
Man. My lord. She look like so many different actresses.
3, 2, 1.
I got nothing.
Comes up blank. It was Ryan. Could you do the honors?
It was Ingenue Ellis from King Richard.
Okay.
On to the 3-pointers.
Man.
Oh my god. I know
3,
it.
2.
I'll
One.
take a second repeat.
That's a repeat. Ryan, you have one left.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, you bastard. Brain, work.
3, 2,
God damn it.
1.
Go ahead and say it. I know who it is.
Comes up
Just say
blank. It is Joe Morton.
Mother.
Miles Dyson himself.
Yeah, I know. Miles Dyson.
Had it on the tip of his tongue. That wasn't quite there. Now on to the 3-pointer for Notorious. Chance to swing the game, perhaps.
Man.
Potential bombshell right here.
Jesus Lord.
3, 2.
I have no idea. Jake Busey.
Jake Busey. It is not. It is Barry Pepper.
Oh my god, yeah, Barry.
I'm more angry that I figured out his face more over Jordan Morton, honestly.
Well, Luke, that was a very, very tough picture round. What is
rough.
the score?
Barry Pepper, my god.
The score has increased for Ryan by 2. Stayed the same for Notorious, so 8-3 going into the category round, where it can really swing. Round number 3, each competitor will have 4 questions, which are worth 2 points. The questions will all correlate with one specific category that will be assigned to them via the Wheel of Truth. If a competitor doesn't like the first category they spin onto, they can choose to spin again. In this case, they must stick to the second category that's spun. In this round, a competitor can choose to go multiple choice on their questions. If they do this, the correct answer will only be worth 1 point. If a competitor guesses a question incorrectly, their opponents have the chance to steal for that many points. When stealing, a competitor cannot go to multiple choice unless the players they're stealing from have already done so. If a competitor lands on a wildcard slice, they can choose to spin again on the first spin, but like with others, must stick with the second category they spin onto. Wildcard is either a spinner's choice, opponent's choice, or a random actor's filmography. And Ryan, why don't you tell us what we have on offer today on the wheel?
Absolutely. So we have Eddie Murphy, 1990s, The Spider-Men, The Infamous Spin Again, Wildcard number 3, Black Cinema, Oscars, Medieval Epics, Star Trek, Sports Movies, Kate Blanchett, The Mafia, Wildcard number 1, Release Dates, Wildcard number 2, and New Releases. So Ryan, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or would you like to defer?
I think I want to take a breath to recollect myself after missing Joe Morton, so I will defer.
All right, Notorious, your spin is now in. Round and round she goes. And it's looking like release dates. Yay or nay on that, Notorious?
Man. Let me go ahead and keep it.
All right. Notorious is sticking with release dates. All right, and Ryan, your spin is now in.
So if I respin, I'm going to get something I don't want to get.
All right, Ryan, and you have wildcard number 1. Would you like to take the gamble?
Honestly, any question from these categories will flip me up. So you know what? I will take the risk.
Takes the risk.
Ryan is taking a walk on the wild side, I see.
Shall we reveal what wildcard number 1 is?
All right. You have chosen Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Notorious. Question number 1. In the world of release dates. What film from director Quentin Tarantino was released in 2007?
That would be Kill Bill.
And that is incorrect. Ryan, would you like to steal?
Okay. Wow, that threw me off. I'm going
Three,
to say Inglorious
two.
Bastards.
And you are also incorrect. We were looking for Death Proof. Death Proof.
Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking about that. Wow.
Oh!
Jesus Christ, I wasn't even thinking of that. Wow.
Damn.
The
Notorious.
ever elusive Death Proof.
Wow.
The only Tarantino movie that not a ton of people like. All
Right, you said.
Notorious. Question number 2. This year saw the release of Animal House, Days of Heaven, and Jaws 2.
Animal House.
Food fight. 3, 2.
I'm gonna go 1980.
That is incorrect. Ryan, for the steal.
Okay. This has to be an 80s question because Animal House was from the 80s, or was it late 70s? Jaws was early 70s.
3, 2.
1979.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for the funky year of 1978.
I was saying that-
1978.
I was thinking the same thing, right? I was thinking late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
All right, Notorious. Question number 3.
Oh man.
How many years have passed between the release of both Top Gun films?
I'm
3,
gonna go
2,
40.
1. That is incorrect. Ryan, for the steal.
Depends when the first. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
I'm gonna lowball this. I'm gonna say 34. 34.
That is incorrect. We were looking for 36. 36.
That was one of my rare questions. I'm glad it finally came up. Notorious, a reminder.
Just a
Go
reminder
multiple
that you
choice.
do have multiple choice. That is
Yeah,
also
Yeah, no, I
on
need
the
I need the points.
I respect him for not going multiple choice. You gotta go for it.
Nevertheless, your fourth and final question in the realm of release dates is thus. Rambo First Blood Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, and Rocky 4 were all sequels released in what year? Dang, Sly was a busy boy that year.
I'm gonna go with 1985.
And that is correct. That is correct for 2 points. Notorious pulling one out on the final question and bringing it to within 3.
Oh boy.
Let's see how Ryan fares. Mr. Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
His first question. What is the dude's first name in The Big Lebowski?
Jeez, it's a mistaken identity film. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the actors. I'm just gonna say Jeff.
Judge?
Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we accept that?
I would accept it.
You are asking for the dude's first name.
I would accept. I would accept it. We were looking for
I'm
Jeffrey,
throwing out a
but
guess. I'm
I would
saying
accept. I would accept
Yeah,
it.
they
It's
call him
Jeffrey,
Jeff.
but I would give it to him.
Okay.
Yeah. They call him Jeff
Like when
in
you
the
type
movie.
in Jeff Lebowski, it comes up. So
Okay. Let's go to the second question. In Iron Man, in what country is Tony Stark held captive in?
Oh, this one is very important. This is a steal opportunity. I'm just gonna say Afghanistan.
1.
He blurts out Afghanistan, and he gets it correct with the 2 points. It is Afghanistan.
Yeah, it was between those two countries in my head: Afghanistan or Iraq.
Okay. Your third, Jeff Bridges question. We're approaching knockout territory here pretty soon, so let's
Indeed.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Bridges stars alongside David Warner, Bruce Boxleitner, and Cindy Morgan in what film?
Tron.
Tron is correct with another 2 points.
And if I'm doing the math correct, Luke, is if Ryan gets this next question, then he wins.
He gets the 2 points. He does win.
All right, so this is big time. This is high stakes for this last question in the realm of Jeff Bridges. Luke, take it away.
One question to win it all. Question 4. Before he was killed in the line of duty, Ryan Reynolds' character in R.I.P.D. was a police detective working for a department in what American city?
Oh my God, this movie. Oh! Come on. R.I.P.D. R.I.P.
3, 2,
I'll use my last
One.
repeat.
His last repeat.
last repeat it is.
Oh my God. I hope I don't fail you, Roxy. Boston?
He goes for Boston.
And your winner, Ryan, the Caramel Mountain Payne by knockout.
Oh.
Wow, that was impressive. That was very, very impressive. Ryan, congratulations. Your singles debut, and you knocked out your opponent. I mean, how are you feeling?
Well, while I was more focused on trying to know my category, I do have to give so much credit to Russell on not only taking release dates, but also making the risk of going for his points. Because honestly, if I had landed on release dates, I would have played it safe, trying to go multiple choice throughout most of that. But Russell, he decided to take the risk there. So despite this being a knockout, this is just more of just both of us were close, and both of us just couldn't be able to nail the questions. Honestly, I am elated that I got a win, but honestly, I'm not saying Russ. I'm giving Russell credit for this match, but I'm saying Russell. I'm giving him a lot of credit for really just going out there playing as if he's got nothing to lose, especially with that category. And Jeff Bridges, it was going to fall 50-50 for me. It was either a movie I've seen or a movie I haven't seen. And one thing's for sure, God, that actor round. I thought I sharpened myself up, but it's obvious. I need to start staring more. I need to start posting pictures of actors along my wall so I remember faces. Although I'd be taking down my flag, which I don't want to be doing that, and my calendar and my Joker poster. I'd be taking everything down just so I remember actors' faces. But I feel good. I feel good getting points for my faction. And oh man, despite it being over 90 degrees in my area right now, that wasn't the only thing that was making me sweat.
Notorious, that was a very tough game for you, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a tough match. You just got to take it on the chin. You got to move forward. First round, we were close enough to where I felt comfortable. The actor round, man, just it killed me. I didn't get any. I think he got one, so he crept the lead up a little bit. Round 3, yeah, I kind of went gutsy. I went balls to the wall with it. I know you had made mention about the chance for multiple choice, but I was at a spot right then and there where I felt comfortable with release dates enough to try my hand in at least going all or nothing. That's kind of where I was at with it. I'm glad I did pull out the Friday 13th Part 5, whatever. The other ones I was off just a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't have done it any differently. I wanted to die on the sword. I was going to go all or nothing. And that's kind of what I did. Hats off to Ryan. He, at the end of the day, put more points on the board than I did. And I feel that this was just a lackluster performance for me. But really just hoping I can get back in there and show that this just wasn't what I normally put up.
That match did not go how I was expecting. This is my first knockout, so you'll never forget your first time. Am I right?
Absolutely. Nevertheless, two great personalities here put on a great show for us. Some
Yes.
nuances that weren't quite sure about, but it all worked out in the end, I think. And nice, easy Wednesday night match.
Absolutely. And like I said, with my man Triple C, I have a feeling that Ryan the Carmel Mountain Payne is going to be a big deal in this league. You all just stay tuned for that. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of stuff coming your way, including our first in-person matches live from the Toronto International Film Festival. We're going to TIFF, y'all. We're going to have some in-person matches for you, so stay tuned for all of that. But until next time, y'all take care.